Hello, everybody. I am SunPsychic Jean, and welcome to the Friday night show. It's Friday night. I'm so excited to see everybody. Thank you all for coming. Ginger Faye is not available tonight. We had to cancel our show together. I know I was very much looking forward to collaborating with her. And I just wanted to jump on in lieu of our scheduled show. So I know that some of you may not get this notification right away, but I'm very much looking forward to doing some readings together and saying hello to all of you. I wanted to remind you that on Sunday I'll be away. I'll be at the, I have that somewhere here. It is the Psychic Affairs of Maryland, and that's going to be in Bowie, and it's also called Crofton. And I'm doing an in-person readings. It's a psychic fair, and I'm looking forward to it. And that's on Sunday, December 7th, 2025 from 9 to 4. I'm excited that it's till 4, but it's going to be 9 to 4. So it's quite early, but it's okay. I'm an early bird, honestly. And you guys know I like to come on in the afternoon or even morning. I do like an 11 a.m. But for my readings, when I do readings for private readings, I do start at 10 a.m. So if anybody's ever interested in somebody early, that's what I do. I start at 10 a.m. But in order for me to be ready and have somebody to collaborate with, usually starts about 11. So I'm not sure if anybody else can see me. Let me just put in this test here. Yeah, it looks like I'm on. So just say hello if you're watching. And hi, Shooting Star. Thanks for coming. I am going to be doing readings today. The Ginger was not able to, she had to cancel the show due to unforeseen circumstances. And I just wanted to jump on. I was all ready and looking forward to starting our show together. So just wanted to come on and say hello, do some readings. And I have another private appointment later on this evening. So it's important for me to stay engaged. I did a show earlier today with Annie Bear, and that was a lot of fun. If you didn't get a chance to see that, hi, Bora Bora. Nice to see you. Yeah, I'm doing both vertical and horizontal tonight. So, and actually, they do show, I don't know if you can see, let me see. No, it doesn't show you when you pop up, but when I see you in StreamYard, I can see the direction that you're seeing me in. And also, thanks. And Shooting Star said she saw the show with Annie Bear and she thought it was fabulous. Thank you. Thank you. And so what I'd like to do is energy readings. I don't know if I have a banner that says energy readings. No mediumship tonight, just energy readings. Like I would be reading your energy and or something in this time and place. And yeah, things about you and your life and your energy. I'm also very excited about my let me see if I can get the right one here. I have events coming up on December 14th, which is next Sunday. Not this Sunday, but next Sunday. I can't believe it's coming up already. And let me just share that with everybody. So here is Sunday, December 14th. It's an evidential mediumship demonstration, and it's gallery style. And it's Sunday, December 14th at 1 p.m. And you click anywhere on this bar, and you'll see that there's a description and the price, and you'll see this is a free event. This event is a free event. It's the first time we're offering it. It won't be free next time. So if you want to jump on and experience the evidential mediumship means that we calling your loved ones, which your loved ones are already talking to me. I've asked my spirit guides to allow for the information for all of the loved ones to come through now. I'm starting now, and I already have some names and some details written down for all of you who are there. Your loved ones know you're going to be there, and they're anxious to come through, and I'm so excited to tell you how they've been talking to me. And it's a little bit of a different method, and the audience, you guys will have to pay a little bit more attention. Like everybody will have to pay attention to all of the details and the descriptions that were given. And if you recognize the in the spirit that we're describing, you put your hand up. In Zoom, you have that little hand raise thing. And then, like, if I say, well, the person is 40, was under 40, yes, and they were a musician, and no, they weren't a musician. So you would put your hand down until we get down to like one or two. And if there's two people left in the Zoom event that have, and we'll talk to both people until we distinguish which uh, person this spirit is meant to be for, and then we'll go from there. It's very interesting. It's almost, I don't want to say old school, but it's the way traditional mediums typically work. And it's not how I was taught, so this is something different. I'm going back to the basics, and I have been taking classes and practicing, and I'm doing new and different techniques in order to bring through your loved ones. It's very exciting, and I'm going to be there. I'm going to be doing this with Wisdom Seeker Joan and Gerald from Tarot Stash, and we've been working together and developing some skills. And it is a free event. We do ask that you arrive 10 minutes before the scheduled start time so that there's no interruptions, because we'll need to have like a strong focus on the event. And so then you just click attend, and you fill out your name and your email, and then you go through the process. You're not going to be charged anything. It doesn't ask you for any money because it's a zero. It doesn't cost anything. So you'll be emailed a receipt, even though it doesn't cost anything. And in that email will be the Zoom link for you to use. And feel free to jump into that Zoom link and test it out before the event if you'd like, just to make sure that your connection is working. And I'm just really excited about that, and I wanted to share that with everybody. I also have a psychic study practice group that same day at 5 p.m. And I wanted to offer this as a one-off. This one is a $10 in order to see what the psychic study practice group is like on December 14th at 5 p.m. And the same way, you click attend, please arrive 10 minutes before start time. I do like to start right on time, okay? If you're a member, this is included in your membership. If you become a member on my channel, doesn't matter what level, all members through the end of December are eligible for all of these events. They're eligible to come on at no additional charge because they're already a member. They already paid me this month. Also, on December the 28th, I have at 3 p.m., I have a chakra healing workshop. And this is a repeat of a workshop that I did back in September. And I am very, very enthusiastic about learning about the chakras, balancing the chakras, strengthening the chakras, and strengthening your auric field and the relation between the two. I go through a little bit of a description, a little bit of information, teaching you about each one and what it pertains to. And that's for the first half of the workshop. And for the second half of the workshop, we actually go through a healing meditation, a healing guided journey. And that's also it's all together in one workshop. So I'm very much looking forward to that. And again, if you are a member on my channel, this is included in your membership for the month of December. After 2025 is over and any 2026 events, if you're a member, it would be half price of your of the half. I'll give you half off of the. I'll give you a code. The memberships I'll give the members get a code so you can get it half off. And so I'm very much looking forward to that. Aw, thanks, Bora Bora. Thank you for being here. Hey, Gina M, nice to see you. Hi, Gina. I'm really looking forward to this next psychic study practice group. It's going to be really good. And Dora Romero is here. Cat Goddess is here. Jessica Lynn is here. Shooting Star. Sandra D. So nice to see everybody. Tinkerbell. So nice to see everybody. Thank you all for jumping in at the last minute. I know I didn't have this scheduled, but I was supposed to be on with Ginger Faye and she was unable to make it. We had to cancel. And honestly, it's snowing here. I don't know if it was snowing where you are, but I live right outside of Washington, D.C. There's something called the Beltway, and I live right outside the Beltway. And it's been snowing most of the day. It's like maybe 2 inches, but still, it's like that. It's getting dark now, but it's like that very gray and, just been a gray, snowy day all day long. So I made some gingerbread cookies yesterday, and I had some time between the shows. And you know how you have to make the batter for the gingerbread cookies, and then they say refrigerate for a couple of hours while you leave it in there overnight. But yesterday I made like 1 or 2, and that's the hardest part for me, is waiting and making the cookies, putting them in the oven, taking them out. So I only made a few yesterday, and then I had another batch still in the refrigerator. So I went and I made them just before I came onto this show, and the whole house smells like gingerbread. I just had to share that with you. I can't ignore it. I can't ignore it. And I'm sitting here talking to you guys, acting like I'm nonchalant, but I can't stop smelling the gingerbread. It does. I think, cinnamon, I think is an aphrodisiac, but I think it lifts your spirit and makes you happy. It helps you to be happy. And I put a lot of cinnamon in my gingerbread cookies. I put a lot of ginger, a lot of molasses and stuff. So it's very fragrant. And the cloves, it has that real spicy smell to it. Yeah. I know. And I had to laugh because I'm sitting here, not pretending, but I'm sitting here as if I can't smell it, and you guys have no idea. So, oh, hi, Sarab. Nice to see you. And Sandra G, nice to see you. All right. So, all right. If you know what, let's do a random generator. Let's do a random generator. Where can I find that? Where did I have that? I'm trying to look for it. Let's do how about in honoring Ginger from Ginger Faye, let's do hashtag Ginger. And it'll be, since I was talking about gingerbread, let's do hashtag Ginger. And let me find it 1 second, 1 moment, if you don't mind hanging on 1 second. I thought I had it right in here. Oh, here it is. Hashtag Ginger. If anybody would like a reading, let's do hashtag Ginger. This is so much fun. So and this would just be like a general or an energy reading or whatever comes up. Okay. Yep. You guys got it. Thank you, Dora. You got it. And artist Liz, you got it. Gina. Yep. Yep. See, Gina, right? Cinnamon, it lifts your spirits. And, you can put it in pancakes, you can put it in oatmeal or cold oats or whatever they're called, refrigerator oats or something. Um, you can put it in your coffee, especially this time of year. And it really does warm up a lot. So if you're interested in a reading, go ahead and put hashtag ginger and I'll wait. It only has 9 of you so far. Let's wait till we get at least a dozen. Hi, Sky Marrero. Nice to see you. And MK is here. Good job. Good job. We have 10 so far. Let's get 2 more. And we'll just do the random generator the whole time. It'll be so much fun. Let me get my book. So I do have a reading right after this, but I'll let you guys know when I have to get off. All right, let me see. It also balances blood sugar, right? I'm letting you know. And if it comes in a gingerbread cookie, does it still balance the blood sugar? It makes you giggle, that's for sure. I like cinnamon, just a little bit of oatmeal raisin cookies. Yeah. Wow, they're decadent. They are decadent for sure. Hi, Bethany. Make sure you put, oops, you guys saw, I just did this. Let me do this. I don't know why I did the, oops. We're down to 9. See, I'm wondering why it's not picking everybody up. That's why I hit refresh. Well, I think there's more than 9 of you that put hashtag ginger. So let's go ahead and get started. Ready for the first one? Candy ginger. I know, right? Sarab. See, and I think that it's spirit led too. Congratulations, Sarab. So let's do one more. Oh, and Gina M. Good job. And then we'll do 2 at a time. I love that. All right. I have it right down here so I can just pop it up at any time. And if you are a moderator, if you don't mind reminding everybody to put hashtag ginger if they would like a reading. So Rob, this is an energy reading. And then Gina is next. So Rob, what I'm getting is reassurance for you and reassurance of that everything is going as expected, as planned. Oh, let me turn this off a little. I'm looking a little too bright. Um, Everything is going as planned, and I feel like you are. I don't know if you want to know what other people think about you, or how you're measuring up. And it's what they're saying is that everything is going as planned. Like there's not going to be perfection. If you had to get to the top of the mountain, and if you were able to instantly jump from the bottom of the mountain to the top of the mountain in 1 second, it being on top of the mountain wouldn't mean anything to you. It would be okay. So what's next? It's the journey, it's the growing, it's the learning, it's the persevering, it's the sacrificing, it's the, you know, um, patience. It's the journey. And this is what I feel that they want you to know. Um, it to trust the process. And, I've said this before, but they said if you're praying for flowers and you're getting rain, don't be disappointed because the rain is what brings the flowers. Understand that there are processes, that there is divine timing. I don't know. Are you looking for a woman? Are you, or do you have a mate there? Are you looking for a partner or do you have a partner? Okay, MK, that's fine. So, Sarab, I don't know if you are wondering about a partner, um, but that's what I'm feeling for you. I don't know. I don't know what this has to do with you have your mind on just your own performance, and they just want you to know that everything is going as planned. Doesn't have to look like a success when you first start. Hmm. Well, thank you very much, Sarab. And any feedback along the way would be really encouraged for everybody. All right. I'm just going to pop this one up, Gina, because I can't see any other ones. So, Gina, this is uh, uh, an energy question. I mean, an energy reading. I do feel you have joy, you have happiness, there's not an excitement, but there's a joy in your heart that, it doesn't it you don't need diamond rings or fur coats in order to feel important or to feel valid or appreciated, just you really have a quiet sense of um, it's more of the energy or the gesture or the meaning or the intention. You really do value when somebody tells you happy birthday. You're like, that is so sweet. Thank you. Like it just somebody thinking of you or just or making a gesture or a token of their appreciation. You really do value having somebody else take the time or make the effort to be gracious to you. Like they don't have to buy you a Maserati car, although you would love that. But it would be, it doesn't have to be much. Like you're very much appreciative as long as somebody is being authentic and making an effort towards responding or uh, making an offer to you. I think that you are appreciative. But in the same respect, Gina, I feel that people who are not um, as authentic and a little more pretentious, or maybe a little more egotistical, or like the drama queen, you have no time for them. You're like, talk to the hand, see you later. I'm not dealing with that. Like you don't, you don't even engage because it's not in your energy. Like it would like pull you down and pull you in, and like where to cut off, where to put up those boundaries. Um, and you're gracious and you're polite, but you don't give your energy towards it. And I think that this is something that you may have learned through your along the way. But I feel like you're getting to know yourself more and more as you proceed on with your spiritual journey. Uh, I do feel as though if you work on companionship, if you work on manifesting companionship, that will be in your future as well. But it's important for you to, yeah, to focus on that. Um, I feel like I'm past that now. Some growth, perhaps. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. And I do see companionship. I have a playlist and I have to add some to it. But John Gray is the guy who did Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus, um, or Women Are From Venus, Men Are From Mars. He has more books out, and he's doing these live events on YouTube. And I'm telling you, it is absolute pure gold. The insight and information that he has pertaining to women and men and the difference and why things are the way they are. He really has beautiful, amazing insight, and he has helped countless people. And if you're interested, Gina, y- it's in my playlist, or you can just look up it. I don't know. His website's hard to find because everything has John Gray, Mars and Venus. There's like so many different things on YouTube, but I have his show. He has a show now. I think it's once a week. It's on a playlist and it's called Relationships, and you see John Gray in there. But I haven't put any in lately, so they're the older ones, maybe like last month. But I listen to it every single week, and it is just phenomenal. People had to pay like $2,000 or more for that. It was like a workshop, and I bought one of his workshops, and it was life changing. It changed the way I think. And let me just tell you, um, you know how if a woman has like 5 things to do and a man just comes home from work and the man is sitting down watching the game or watching TV, and the woman is running in front of him 100 times trying to get things done, and she's like, "Why doesn't he ever help me? Why does he think I'm his slave? Why doesn't he want to help me?" And we think this because this is the way women think, but men don't think that way. Men do not interrupt men when they're busy or when they're working, because it's emasculating, demasculating, whatever that word is. If a man were to interrupt another man to say, "Do you need help?" that would be insulting his masculinity. You don't interrupt a man and say, "Do you need help?" because that's you just don't do that. So it's important for us to say, "I need your help," and not only just that I need your help, but I need your help to do this. And will you do this? And that's all it takes. And you let them know what time you need. You have to be specific. You have to ask and not feel bad for having to ask. It's like, why should I ask him? He sees I'm busy. No, he's not going to interrupt you, because men don't think that way. Men, he wants to protect your autonomy and say, well, she's not asking for my help, I'm not going to interrupt her. It really is just so different. It changed everything for me. It changed everything. And he has so many little things like that. Like he says, when a man asks a woman in marriage, he doesn't say, "Can you marry me?" That sounds awful. He says, "Will you marry me?" So when you ask a man a question and you want him to do something, don't say, "Can you?" because he just thinks, "Yeah, I can." But if you say, "Will you?" it means that he has to commit or answer and, say yes or no. Like it's an engagement, it's a promise. And it's really important to use the right language. But there's so much more about women and men. I'm telling you, it's so enlightening, and it's very simple to understand. It is really good. But I should probably tag John Gray. I talk about him all the time. He's really good if anybody is ever interested in just learning a little bit about, yep, yep. Um, Even if you just, in the workplace, just understanding men, it really does help. It really does help. All right, let's go back to that random generator. Well, they call it a giveaway tool. I call it the random generator. I don't know why. And let's do 2 more. All the best to you, Gina. Thank you so much. Look, I won. That is really That's my spirit guides telling me I gave the right message. Did I say Kyle? It's John Gray. Yeah. MK had to leave. She said she had to leave. Okay. Dora Romero. Dora, if you're here, just say hello. We're doing energy readings tonight. You're welcome, Gina. And Lois Hager. Hi, Lois. Good job. And Lois, just say hello. Thank you. Turn this back on. Let me see. I'm going to go over here and find that real quick. It's in my playlist. John Gray. See, I have his TED Talk. It's not the TED Talk. Let me look at the full playlist. It's this one. It's called John Gray, Mars, Venus. But I'm going to put the link in the chat for everybody because that's how important it is. So I have a couple of his thing in the playlist. So I just put that's his, and it's John Gray, Mars, Venus, all one word is his newest YouTube with his live instructions, just so everybody knows. You're welcome. I know you can. I'm in there twice. You can just go back to my channel. I am live vertically and horizontally. And Silky Steel, you can go out and go back to my YouTube page and choose the other one if you want to. I know. Just thought I didn't know if anybody else would get confused. All right, Miss Dora. Was Dora here? Yes, she said hello. Good. Thank you. And Lois, are you still here? Did Lois say hello? Lois Hager. If you're still here, say hello. So Dora, I feel like something has changed. And I feel like you have skills and abilities that are calling you. I feel like you're wanting to get deeper into perhaps connecting to your angels and your spirit guides and keeping maintaining connection. And the best way that you can do that is through here, Dora. And I feel like I don't know if you do meditation or but they're saying to try different things. I'm not sure if you've done Reiki before, but Reiki is a really good class that you can take that will help you to notice and become a little bit more acquainted with your energy, and the way that signs and synchronicities come through. I feel like you do get either dreams or hits, and you know things like you have psychic skills and maybe even mediumship skills, but you want to be able to develop them and sharpen them. So, oh, you do meditate. Good, good. That's excellent. So is Dora Romero going to be increasing her skills for 2026? All right, that's a yes, but it's not ferocious. It's just consistent. Will Dora Romero expand and work on other skills? See how it changed right away? No, it says free will. No. Will Dora Romero's signs and synchronicities increase? It's almost like that something's going to strengthen. Will they strengthen? Will her belief in her own abilities strengthen? I think it's about your belief in your own abilities, because that's a lot stronger. And as soon as I said, will her abilities expand? And see, it just changes. I swear it's weird. Oh my gosh. And that's free will. Like it's not and when you work with a pendulum, the words and the specificity is so very important. They understand my intention because, like, when I ask for dates and stuff, they already know if I'm going to say September or something before I even get it out of my mouth. But it's not necessarily going to expand. It's going to strengthen, and your belief and your trust in what you're getting, and the trust in your hits and your dreams. But try writing it down, and also you know what, Dora, you are a member. Hopefully you'll be able to come on Sunday night. I would recommend, if you can, come to the mediumship one, my mediumship event, and or the psychic study practice group. I would highly recommend that you come to the psychic study practice group. That would be wonderful for you, Dora. And did you go to the past life one? I think you did. I think you did. But that was phenomenal, wasn't it? I think you did. Yeah. So that's what I got for you, Dora. And I didn't see Lois Hager. She didn't say anything. So let me pop up the tool. See, Lois Hager. And Lois, if you're still here, just say hello, but I didn't see her. And if anybody is interested in a reading, we're just doing general energy readings until I have a private reading later on tonight. So let's go ahead and draw again. You could do #ginger, because I just made some gingerbread cookies, and it's permeating through the house. Oh, user. And user is, I think it's Alex. Alex. Oh, Lois, you are here. Good. Good, Lois. Thank you. So I'm going to do Lois, and then I'll do Alex. And Lois, do me a favor and hit that. It's that live button to make sure you're in the live. And these are energy readings, and I'm just going to tune into your energy. So the first thing I heard is you say, I'm doing the best I can with what I've got. And you wish things would be different. I feel like you are hoping for some free time and some freedom. It's like you don't mind the schedule, but you would prefer some freedom, some more flexibility. It's not that you mind it, it's that it's not flexible enough for you. I think that you would really enjoy some flex time, some free time. And they say be careful what you wish for. Some balance, work-life balance. I think that you are good at what you do, but you're just looking for more. You're saying this can't be all there is. And I feel as though it's almost like your soul is wanting you to come outside and play. And I know that when we have a full schedule with work, it even though they say we work 8 hours a day, it takes 2 hours to get ready and 2 hours to get home. And by the end, that's like 14 hours by the time we get done. It's just not enough time. And so you're looking for more time. I think you're looking for more time management. Um, and you're looking for more energy too. And that's that work-life balance. And they're saying that keep doing what you're doing. That there's almost like a tightness right now that it's important for you to stay in your schedule. But I feel as though sometime in the spring, like April, I feel like that there's going to be a little bit of an opening or a little bit of a loosening where you might be able to find a little more flexibility. I'm not sure if you can. Um, I do see that there's going to be a loosening for you in the springtime. And it may just come down to, starting your day perhaps maybe earlier. Like I wouldn't recommend this. I'm an early riser, but I couldn't do it. Like some people get up at 5 a.m. just to go outside or just to, have free time for themselves before they start their workday, because after their workday, they're always so exhausted they don't have any recreation or relaxation time. So even if it's maybe just an hour earlier for you to kind of do or, you know, enjoy yourself or do a craft or um, go for a walk, do something for yourself. Um, maybe try and work on something that's in the beginning of your day. This way it also fills you throughout the day because you've already done this for yourself. And you can start 15 minutes or 30 minutes early, and just see how it goes. Oh my gosh. I know, right? Silky Steel says she wakes up at 3:04. Can't help it. Aw. So that's what I got for you, Miss Lois. And thank you very much for being here. And Dora says, I do have to trust more. You're welcome. You're welcome. So are you user? Your name's not Tanya. Your name, are you Tanya? I thought you were um, Alex. Okay. All right. I believe it. You're right. You're right. Maybe another user. But Tanya, you can go into your YouTube and change your name. Here. Lois says, yes, more playtime. More so appreciated. Thank you, Jean. You're very welcome. Yeah. So I feel like you have strong um, boundaries. You have a strong will. I feel like you do connect to your spiritual realm, your angels and spirit guides. I feel like you have a you understand other people's energies similar to the way I do. You can pick up on somebody else's energy. And you can read, you're a good judge of character as well, but it's more than that. It's about energy. And like people don't have to say anything. You'd be like, that guy gives me the creeps. And he doesn't even have to say anything or act anyway, and it's just people's energy. So they want you to trust that. and you feel like, well, maybe you're jumping to conclusions or making a thank you, Gina, no worries, thank you. um, you feel like you might be jumping to conclusions or wrongly, and it's not a judgment. Try to understand that it's not a judgment, it's a discernment. Judgment is like condemning or blaming somebody for doing something, is like a judgment, like like um judging them for what they how they acted or what they said based upon your morals or your standards. That's a judgment because you're comparing them. But to discern energy and to say that God gives me the creeps or that person is not telling the truth, that's a discernment. And it's important to honor the difference, um, and to try not to, second guess yourself. I know that it comes and it goes, but you know what you know, and you know when you know that you know when you know it. And it's important to trust that. And I feel like it's becoming more and more, and the energies on earth are changing and energies in humanity is changing. And I feel like you know, I don't want to use the term waking up, but your vibration may be um, increasing a little bit. That these signs and synchronicities and opportunities are um, coming into your life a little more frequently. I was just on with Annie Bear earlier today, and I told her that her name is Standing in Light with Annie Bear. That's the name of her show, and I knew her show was called something, and I knew it was Annie Bear, right? So I was looking for a photo of Annie Bear, and I saw this woman standing. It was like a indigenous kind of woman, and there was trees in the background and the sunlight was coming through the background, and I thought, oh, that's really pretty. That reminds me of Annie Bear's energy. So I created it for the show. And let me see if I still have it. I do. I have to show you guys. I have to. I'll do it. So I I wanted to tell you this. This was the image that I chose for Annie Bear. And you see that the sunlight, like I always choose pictures that have a sunlight in it in the trees, and appears to be indigenous. And I was putting the show together, and I updated, I just put welcome Annie Bear in for the title. And then I was updating the title and I said, oh, let me go and get the correct name of her YouTube channel. And it said Standing in the Light with Annie Bear. And I just went, I was like, oh my gosh, I couldn't believe it. I was like, look what I chose. And honestly, it was such a gift. It was amazing and just remarkable. And how validating. It's really important that we take time to appreciate when spirit leads us and brings us and puts breadcrumbs in our path. And they encourage me, like I'm just using my energy to try and find a photo that I feel encompasses her energy. This was the first time she was coming on my channel, and I love the little sunlight here. And I love, this is the sun, this is me. And I couldn't believe that I said that she was standing in the light, and that's exactly what it showed. But it's not a coincidence, is what I want to say. It's not a coincidence. It is a sign, a synchronicity. It is our spirit guide, um, connecting with us and and confirming that we're doing the right thing, that we're on the right path, that what we do, what we feel, what we see is true. And the validation comes through, and you can ask for more validation. Another amazing experience that I've had recently is I was doing a reading at one of the psychic fairs, and the woman wanted to get a message from her power animal. So I took her on a journey to find her power animal. And I did it in the 15 minutes. Usually it's an hour thing, but I said, let me just take you through the steps and see what you get. Right? Right? Got to chill all over, right? I know what I know. You're right, user. And so I said, what, do you mind me asking, what spirit animal did you find? Did you see when we were on the journey and you met your spirit animal? What was it? And she said, it was a fox, like an ordinary animal that you see every day. And she's like, it was a fox. And she was like a little disappointed. And as I was saying, just wait, I said, you're going to get a validation. I said, it could be Fox dry cleaners, or it could be, a little kid's toy with a cute little cartoon fox on it. Or it, you don't know, but as soon as you see that validation, you will know it, you will feel it. And honest to God, I'm sitting this way, the client's on the other side, and people were walking by, going up and down the aisle at the psychic fair. And I saw a kid walking towards me. He was about 13 or 14. So he was like a big kid. And it was just before Halloween. He had a Halloween mask, but the Halloween mask was like pushed up on the front of his face. And he was walking around, I guess, looking for his mom or something. And on the front of his face was a fox at the moment while I'm still sitting there with her. And I said, look, there's your validation. And you could not have timed it any better. And in all of the world, in all of the places, would you ever imagine somebody having a mask that is a fox? I mean, I don't even know what kind of fox it is. It must be like some sort of a game or something that has a fox. I don't know, but it was a fox. I couldn't believe it. I knew right there. I had head to toe chills. I couldn't believe it. And she was like, oh, yeah. And I'm like, no, that's your validation. That's because she was like, but it's important not only when we see and feel and get this validation, write it down, tell people, and say thank you for the validation. And know that your spirit guides will come in again and help you to secure and to encourage you in knowing what you know, and encouraging you in expanding and developing your skills. And Tanya, if you're not in my psychic study practice group, perhaps if you're available on Sundays, you can come to this one. If you're not a member, if you want to become a member, it's included. You get both, all three. The rest of the events are, well, not free. It's included in your membership, whatever membership you want to get. And if you don't want to do a membership, I understand. But the mediumship one is free. So I hope you come to that one. Hi, Marcy Lynn. Nice to see you. She's shocked. Are you shocked at the fox mask? It was it was unreal. It was unreal. This is, I mean, and you could say, oh, it was a coincidence, but it's that closes everything off. Why not give them the benefit of the doubt? And I can't say your spirit guide called me and said that is definitely a validation. No, you're not going to get that. There is no certainty with spirit guides. There's trust and belief, and it's important that we have discernment and we can trust. And the way that we know that is when we give them the benefit of the doubt and we allow for that information to come in with appreciation and belief and trust that it happens more and more and more. And it never gets old. It never gets old. I've been doing this a while. And when I get messages or whatever I'm doing, when I get that validation, it never gets old. It's beautiful. Yep. There are no coincidences. Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. So, Tanya, thank you so much. And you're very welcome. Yeah. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. So let's see what I have here. Okay, I think we'll try two more, and then I'm gonna have to go. Two more. So if your name is chosen, if you want a reading, you can put hashtag. Let me see. Hashtag ginger, just like that one. Hashtag ginger, and if you would like a reading, see, Silky has it. Let me see if anybody else. I'll give you guys a second. And go ahead. I'll do the first one. Oh, she said hashtag Marcy Lynn. Yeah, I have to put hashtag ginger because I made gingerbread cookies. And I said hashtag ginger. No, I know. I knew you wanted a reading, Marcy Lynn, so I'll give you a second. Hashtag ginger, as in gingerbread cookies, but I did capitalize it. Good. See? She did. Okay, good. Good. All right. So let me go ahead and I'll do the drawing and just say hello if your name is called. Oh, ginger tea every single day. Look, Silky Steel. Congratulations. All right. And let me do one more. Oh, Edward Kenneth. Edward, are you still here? Let me see if he's still here. If not, I'll have to choose another one. I don't know if he's still here because it doesn't recognize if you're still here or not. Edward Kenneth, are you still here? Let me see. Oh, he's here. Okay. You won. It's Silky Steel and then Edward Kenneth. All right. So Silky Steel. And she says, I drink 64 ounces of ginger tea every single day. Iced tea. Yep. Mm-hmm. I just made a ginger what is that called? Celery and ginger. It's not a smoothie. It's just a juice. Ginger and celery juice. That's what I did today, and that is really good for invigoration and for to reduce inflammation and to it's just I feel like it gives me like a restart or something. I really love ginger and it really loves me. Oh, you're on a call. You're on a call, Edward. Go ahead and choose somebody else. I hope everybody stayed around. Let's go ahead and choose somebody else. Thank you, Edward. He's on a call. Yep. And Silky Steel says, I do it for inflammation. And you do it with turmeric. Yeah. I do cucumber. Oh, look, Marcy Lynn, you did win. Marcy Lynn. Marcy Lynn, if you're still here, hopefully you didn't leave. You'll be next. And you'll have Edward to thank for that. Good job. Thank you. And Judith says, I drink hot ginger tea in the morning with honey. That's beautiful. Just beautiful. I love hot. I love cold. I love. I put cucumbers in with my. I'm addicted to celery, just so you know. But I do celery juice with different stuff. But I love ginger and parsley and cucumber. It's really very good. And I use lemon water. I put lemon in it. And And then do you know what a nut bag is? Do you guys know what a nut bag is? It's to strain, it's like when you make almond milk or something and you blend it up and you put it in the nut bag and then you strain the juice out. I don't have a juicer, I just have a blender. So I blend everything and then I put it through my nut bag and then I drink it. I squeeze the juice out of it. And that's the way I do mine. Oh, add black pepper with turmeric. And it's powdered turmeric because I have fresh turmeric and that would make it bitter. It helps activate the benefits. Very nice. I will try black pepper. I will try black pepper. Grated ginger in my carrot cake. There you go. we're back to the gingerbread. Because that's why I chose ginger, is because I just made gingerbread cookies, and I said the whole house is smelling like ginger right now, and I'm like trying to be all serious, saying hello everybody, and I couldn't keep a straight face because the whole house is just permeated with the gingerbread, and it's just funny. That's all. Okay, so that's why I chose ginger. Silky Steel, let's get into your energy, and then after that is Marcy Lynn. I don't know if you like astrology. I'm seeing Pisces right away. I'm seeing you have two sides, and obviously Silky and Steel. But you have a strong affinity for balance, like yin yang, balance in work and life. I do feel as though you do ground. I see you grounding your energy. I see you being aware of your energy and your spirit guides and angels. I see you being like your awareness is opening up and you have good intuition. I do see you around flowers and bees and butterflies, like you like that type of nature. I'm not sure if you have a garden and you like the pollinators. You're very supportive to the pollinators. You ever see those bath bomb? It's not a bath bomb, but it's like a pollinator bomb where it's a bunch of seeds, wildflower seeds, and you get to throw them out the window and in the wild, and wildflowers will grow. Well, I'm close to Washington D.C., so we don't have big rolling. Well, we do, but you have to drive a little bit to get the big rolling hills. So Silky Steel, I feel as though you have I feel like you've had trauma in your past, and you have survived, and now you want to thrive. You're like, okay, I'm surviving. I don't want to survive anymore. I want to thrive. I want to be purposeful with my energy and with my intention. And you've almost like turned a new leaf, or something has changed. I'm not sure if maybe somebody has moved out or somebody has moved in. Something has changed in your home life. And I also do see animals around you. I see cats and dogs. Um, and you're very much a mom to everything around you. I feel like a mother energy, it's like to the pollinators, to the pets, to the nature, and to your kids and others. But I do feel as though you have this 2026 goal of being more intentional, living more intentionally, and I feel like you're like ready for a reset. Oh, geez. And she says, I'm 65. I live alone and have made a major steps in the past 8 months. Good job. Good job. I do see that you have made a new commitment. Um, I can't have a garden here, but I love nature and I'm a green witch. Good for you. Good for you. And that goes with that ginger and pepper and stuff that you were talking about. I live in Tucson. I'm in the desert and have rocks. Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. So I do see your home life has changed and that there's a new goal or a new intention for 2026. And I feel as though as long as you make a choice each day moving towards your goal, I feel as though you'll be successful. Uh, she said, you should see the amount of herbs I have in my house. Good for you. Good for you. I don't know if, I mean, I, if do you have a website or do you have like an Etsy site or something that you share some of your recipes or suggestions? I see a lot of loose tea people that have loose tea remedies. So I don't know if you just work with tea or all herbs. I mean, it could be for everything, but good for you. I feel as though that's also you're reenacting a past life uh, as a medicine woman, or a medicine man. But I feel as though you're remembering this from a past life. But good for you. It takes a lot of work, but it's really and this pollinator thing and this energy thing, it may not have been flowers, it may have been the herbs, but herbs can flower too. But do you grow your own garlic and things? And I feel as though you put your own energy, and I feel as though you exchange energy with those herbs. So I feel like you get the benefit just from their energy and sharing with them. The only thing I have in my life that's alive right now is Mr. Murder Mittens. I don't have any people close to me. Is that your cat? Trying to start one. I do herbal magic hair cosmetics. Good. Wow. I've seen that. There's one of the trade shows or one of the psychic fairs that I went to, and I didn't know what it was, but it's herbal magic hair cosmetics. Honestly, I don't know what it is, but it's something like that. I have rocks and a passion flower plant. Good for you. Good for you. Well, thank you very much for all the feedback, Silky Steel. And it was wonderful getting to know your energy a little bit more. And I feel the enthusiasm of I'm done with that, and I'm going to start over new. Like there's like a new passion coming through you. So honor that, and good for you. I'd love to hear more. So Marcy Lynn is next, and thank you very much. And Marcy Lynn was just putting in her name, and I was kind of waiting for her to put that in. And it's a random generator, you guys. I mean, so it could have been anybody, and yours was chosen, Marcy. So good for you. You're welcome, Silky Steel. Marcy, I see oranges, and I see a mouse with big ears. I see hearts. I see that hearts are growing around you. It almost looks like a blades of grass with hearts on the top of it. So I feel like you cultivate and you grow love. Either that or love is growing. I do feel that you are guarded as well, and rightfully so. You don't trust anybody to connect to your energy. I do see two C's interlocking, not exactly like the Chanel, but it's like two backward C's, the letter C, and the back of them are, it's like they interlock like the Vesica Pisces. So I'm not sure if that means anything to you for you. I'm picking up a little bit of Celtic energy around you. Um, I do feel as though you have dark hair and fair skin, maybe a little bit of freckles, or maybe you had freckles when you were younger. I do feel as though you don't wear much makeup. You're pretty, you wear you're very natural with your appearance. I feel like you do have responsibility around you and you're enjoying this Friday night. I don't know if I can't, but I'm equating Friday night. It was snowing out, so I don't know if a lot of things were canceled in your home. I do feel as though you're working on being quieting down your mind and focusing on your own soul's vibration. I feel as though you are interested in connecting to your spirit guides and angels and into meditating to get connection to your own soul's vibration. There is a lot of information there for you, Marcy. And you're working on quieting down. You're like, how can I possibly quiet down my mind? And it's through intention and just through practice, because the ego sees, and also just as a little tip, this is what they're telling me. Oh my gosh, let me just read this, and let me just tell you before I drop it. Hang on. I think I lost it. Shoot. She says, I'm trying to meditate and get into the right side of my brain. I can't seem to get out of the left side noise. Anything that might help me. I want to be a better human being that raises my dimension, raises your yep. And she says, spot on. How about that? Oh my gosh. Thank you for validating that, Marcy. You weren't easy to connect to. I was just saying what I was getting because I wasn't getting very much. Um, yep. So, Marcy, what they're telling me for you is it's important for you to goosebumps. He says it's important for you to distract your ego, and through creativity, we can distract our ego. So, if the people that circle and just scribble, um, the one of those psychic mediums on the TV that he circles and he scribbles, and this keeps his right brain busy while his left brain, or no, this keeps his left brain busy while his right brain is going and connecting to spirit. So if you have, those little spinner things, if you have like a little, if you can keep your egoic mind busy and allow your creativity to come through. So, and and probably tarot cards and oracle cards would be good for you, because I feel like if you focus on something, also different divination tools might work for you. Um, I think the um, divination rods and the pendulum would be good for you, because you don't have to. It's like it keeps your ego mind busy. Like, it keeps your ego mind out of the way, until you start learning. There's like a muscle where your spiritual or creative mind is, and in order to open that and to stay open and to stay focused on a meditation without this coming in, you have to keep this side busy doing something or occupied. And then pretty soon this will be like, oh, she's just being creative. She's just, you know, um, being imaginative. And then it lets you alone. It like leaves you alone. But it is with a practice, and it is with, it's almost, you know how they, well, it's a bad example, but it's just with practice. It really is, because it's like a guard or a separation, and it's weak, and it'll let those thoughts in, and you'll be like, oh. But if you do it like every day or 3 times a week, this will go over sometimes, but it'll come back up. Like you're trying to block it, and you're trying to keep it from coming into your meditation. And and it's not about resistance, it's about sort of just allowing it to be like busy on its own. I don't know how to explain it, but it is possible, and it is with practice, and it is a muscle. So don't give up when you do go into those thoughts or distraction, or you get even, sometimes your thoughts are, as long as it's not egoic thoughts and it's your creative thought. Like, you can say, there was a girl, her name was Marcy. And one day when she got up, she had a dream that she would be able to and just fill anything in. And as you're going through this story, and this story is coming from your ego mind, right? And then you're being creative, and you're allowing something that you're just creating to come through the story. It will allow that spirit. You'll be surprised at what will come through when you're open to being creative and sort of working in both sides of your mind. It's not always easy. Maybe even automatic writing, that's the story that I just said, but automatic writing can keep your mind busy but allow for the spiritual messages to come through. But yeah, distracting the left. She says, I do all that, crystals and sage. I have all that, like distracting the left. Yeah. hmm Yeah. And you're welcome. You're welcome, Marcy. But it's not always a bad thing. Just, it may be that your spirit guides are talking to you. And you can say, is this important for me to pay attention to right now? If it's not, please, step aside. I'll pay attention to you later. And, be the, not be the boss, but be in control of what information comes through. If you start thinking about how to get your car fixed and how to get a ride, and, that could be inspiration or your spirit guides coming through, and not just your busy mind. So it's hard to discern sometimes what's coming through when you're meditating. Doesn't always have to be silent nothing, because sometimes it's your spirit guides or your intuition coming through, and it's about discernment. But Marcy, if you're interested in becoming a member on my show, on my YouTube channel, please do. And when you do, if you're a member of my YouTube for the month of December, or at any time in December, you are eligible to get all of my events at no additional charge. So if this evidential mediumship demonstration is already a free event for anybody that's interested. It is Wisdom Seeker Joan, Gerald from Tarot Stash, and myself will be doing an evidential mediumship demonstration gallery style. It's $0. You have to click on attend, just fill out your name and email, and you'll be emailed a link, a Zoom link right away. And that's your Zoom link for this event. I just ask that you please plan to arrive 10 minutes before the start time. And it's Sunday, December 14th at 1 p.m. Eastern. And I guess that's 10 a.m. Pacific. Okay. And then also, I have a psychic study practice group. And this is on December 14th at 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific. And again, if you click on, you don't, if you're a member, you don't click on this. I will provide the link in the members only tab. But if you're not a member and you would like to join my psychic study practice for just a try me and see what it's like, it's $10 for just the try me. And we do ask that you plan to arrive 10 minutes before the start time. And again, you just click on attend and fill out the payment information and you'll be sent this link right away. So if you're not sure on Sunday if you'll be available, you can wait until like an hour before and sign up if you want. Also, I have the chakra healing workshop. That's on Sunday, December 28th, and that's at 3 p.m. And again, just click on here. It'll describe it. This one is also $10, and it'll describe what the what's going to be offered. And the first half is going to be instruction and teaching about the chakras and a little bit about the auric field because they all work together. And the second half will be a guided meditation for a chakra energy healing. And it's quite dynamic and quite powerful and a lot of fun. So if you guys need a wonderful, beautiful distraction and a way to get together with some other like-minded people, please do come on in and join us for these events. And whether or not you want to become a member, it's up to you. But if you are a member, these are included in your membership for the month of December. If anybody is a member starting in 2026, it'll be half off of any of my, I give my members half off of any of my events. So, and that's what it was to begin with. So it'll be going back to that. So I just wanted to remind everybody, and thank you everybody for being a member. And wasn't that fun? Please let me know if you enjoyed that giveaway tool. It was a little bit easier for me because I didn't have to read all the questions, and I was able to stay in a little bit more of a psychic energy. But I do have a private reading coming up, and I am going to have to run. Thank you very much to all the people who won their readings, and thank you, Edward, for giving Marcy Lynn your spot. That was a lot of fun getting to know her, and it was fun getting to know you, Silky Steel, and everybody. Hi, Robert Sprite. Nice to see you. Thank you all for coming. I really appreciate all of your support, and I hope you have a wonderful Friday night. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Your support is greatly appreciated. If you enjoy this content, hit like, share, and subscribe. Remember to click the bell to be notified of future videos. Thanks again. Bye.